San Jose, heart of the Silicon Valley and home to the San Jose State Spartans, and anticipation has been high all week for this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UAB Blazers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Blazers about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Ready! Get set!
A give to the back. Getting to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interesting to see how they do in developing these guys.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. With the catch, it's McNabb. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Blazers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Green 25.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Blazers want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And the Blazers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get him with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal.
42, Spider. Ready, ready.
On the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Cricket. Ready.
The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Motion from the back. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. Touchdown, UAB. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
On the set.
New set of downs after the completion.
Jackrabbit.
They're going back to the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Spartans with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Sends a tackle and he's got room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Good bullet on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tough run
kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
691, get it. Green 25.
On the option. Now the pitch. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Okay, ready? Spider! Gorilla! Gorilla!
Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
The Blazers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Here we go. Bring it up, bring it up. Cut. Hornet.
Looking for a tuck play on 2nd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds us back in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Blazers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Player.
They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, UAB! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Makes a grab on the shot. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
On the double.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set. Go!
Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite.
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and then I give them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Jackrabbit.
To the air on 2nd down. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going for the marker on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Okay, break.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State.
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and, well, that's how you win games. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Got a man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his man in Shabera. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Blazers getting set on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Shabera. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blazers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Okay,
Waning
ready?
seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it.
Clear. Here we go.
From the gut, the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. And they're getting it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Ready
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Going right and going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Quickly to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartan.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they're looking to find some cushion on this drive. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blazers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. A solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Sends it back in motion. And back to the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. Chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's in open space downfield. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Blazers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. Find some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UAB.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires to the wide out. Complete in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless.
On the set. Spider.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Cricket.
Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. Turning it on! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Terrier, Jackrabbit.
To the air on 1st down. Here comes the hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The RPO incomplete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Steps away to find some room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Hines is tight end. He's got some space. Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, he's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Quarterback moving. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The option look. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him out.
Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. They got to get a big game. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job. Great nose for the 1st down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads it left. It's caught. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
He's going to let it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.